Hello, hello. You're welcome. Good evening to those of you who find yourself in any European, North America, or American countries. But it is morning in Africa. So good morning to all my brothers or my friends or my followers or my loved ones in Africa. Good morning. I'm so happy to come your way this evening and this morning in Africa because I have a very important information that I want to share with you. The information I'm going to share with you right now seeks to do two things. Number one, this information seeks to inform you that you are so relevant in such a way that there are countries that are dying to have you. That is the first reason for this video. Number two, the second reason why I'm making this video is that the information I'm going to share with you seeks to inform you that the skills you are having, the education that you have had, can really make you a millionaire, can even make you a billionaire. So the program you have studied is actually one of the lucrative programs that everybody could actually study. So the program you have studied is not a useless program. It's actually one of the important programs that everybody can read, or it's a form of training that any reasonable person should have. You get that? This video just seems to summarize the relevance of your skills to your country, if it is, then the relevance of your program to any developed country in the world. So you see that? Now, I'm basing the relevance of this program, the relevance of these skills that we are going to talk about now, to Canada. So we are using Canada as a case study. Even though I've been here a few days, there are certain things that I have seen that really shocks me every day. And I wish that the information that I'm going to share with you, I have access to it the past 5 years. If not, there are certain things that I could have put in place to ensure that the skills that I'm having today could also be very relevant to the country I find myself. The first group of people whose skills are actually transferable from any part of the world to Canada is people who have education in health sector workers or health workers. And most especially, let's talk about nurses. Nursing is actually one of the biggest sectors or skills which our brothers and sisters who have education in this area can actually transfer to Canada. If you are a nurse, your skills are actually very important, or your skills are actually significant to the Canadian government over here. So if you are a nurse and you are in Africa, you should know that after the corona pandemic, there is a shortfall of labor. There is a shortfall of health sector workers in Canada. So the economy or the sector actually needs a lot of nurses or health sector workers to quickly come and fill the vacancy over here. But the sad thing is that no employer is actually going to employ you from Africa to come and work like the way it is done in UK. No, here it is not like that. So you need to find an avenue, you need to find a legal means of coming to the country to make use of this opportunity. So you see, so if you are a nurse, why not apply to school? Just come and attend school here. 1 year education or maximum 2 years education can actually place you on a very important position, can actually give you a lot of salary, can actually put a lot of food, can actually make you a billionaire if you go back to your home country. Now, let me tell you something. You see, most of our brothers and sisters who travel to the UK to go and do career jobs, such jobs are actually called personal support worker. So that is one of the programs that we have spoken about, that you can actually just come and study for 1 year and go through the processes to become a licensed enrolled nurse or registered nurse over here. Now, what does a personal support worker do? Personal support worker, they are professionals who look after people who are old. The people who are old cannot take care of themselves, people who have certain disabilities or mental problem, dementia, people who have problem with forgetfulness. They are taught their brain is unable to work effectively because the brain cell has some form of problem. You see that is number one. Now, people who also have those deformity in terms of a whole lot of things. You get that? Now, these people cannot perform certain tasks, certain skills, certain daily activities on their own. So they need people, they need professionals who help these people to be able to do that. Some of these people even have some of these people even have behavior disorder. Some of these people cannot even wake up and brush their teeth. Some of these people cannot even walk. Some of these people cannot even bath. Some of these people cannot even eat. Some of these people cannot even remember that it is time for them to take their medication. So they need somebody to, one, remind them to take their medication. Number two, they need somebody to remind them to take their medication. Number two, they need somebody to even prepare basic meal for them. These people are called personal support workers. You see that not every individual, not just anybody can do this. You need to be a professional. You need to have education in this area to be able to provide this service. And people who practice in this area are actually paid high income. They are paid high income. They are not paid minimum wage, not at all. So you know the good thing, as international educatedness, as somebody who has education in health, as somebody who was trained as a nurse in Ghana, in any African country, if you come here as a student or you find yourself legally in the country, there are certain agencies. Agencies are actually recruitment companies that recruits people for certain specific company, for certain specific people to provide their skills to them. So if you are international educatedness, there are certain agencies that can consider your expertise because, this is somebody who can care for people. This is somebody who was taught to administer medicine. This is somebody who was taught to take care of people who fall sick. This is somebody who was taught to take care of nursing mothers and all those or children. So there are certain agencies that can actually employ you to be a personal support worker. So this simply means that even though you are going to be a student, and most students, 1,001 students will be paid minimum wage of $16.5 per hour, you will not be paid that 16.5. You will be paid something like $23 per hour, $25 per hour, because this is a sector that is actually meant for people who are professionals. So you see that. So as a nurse, even though you be steady, you make a lot of money. Just calculate even $23 times. Now international students who are in Canada can work up to 40 hours per week. So just make multiply 23 times 40 and do that times a month and see. That is a lot of money. So people who have education in health should be interested in relocating to be able to make good income, to be able to save for their future, so that we'll be able to reduce poverty in our country, so that we'll be able to reduce poverty in our family. If you are a nurse, I'm telling you that this is what a big deal for you. If you are a nurse, I'm telling you that this is a big opportunity for you. If you are somebody who has any form of education in health, I'm telling you that this is what a red light, or this is the green light, telling you that if your country do not acknowledge you, if you are not being paid well, in any African country, you realize that you are a nurse, you are a doctor, you are not paid well. Hey, I'm telling you that your skills are the best. There is a particular country, there is a particular sector, there is a need for your skills in any developed country. I was told by a friend that even in US, people who are personal support workers are actually paid good income. Charlie, the time is now. Don't delay. If you delay too much, expiry date will catch you. You know what is the expiry date? Once you catch certain age, you will not be able to relocate, at least to make money to have a better future for yourself. Let's not waste so much time on this. Let's move to the second one. If you are somebody who has a skill in data analysis, or you are a data analyst, this is one of the biggest transferable skills that can land you a good job in any developed country. Do you know who are data analysts? These are specialists who have education, who have a skill in one, putting large volume of data together. They put the data, they try to sieve it, they cleanse the data. After cleansing the data, they interpret the data. You see that? When the data is being put together and they interpret the data, what do they use the data for? The interpretation, the knowledge, the information they are going to get from the interpretation, such informations are used by the government, such informations are used by the businesses, such informations are used by the science, such informations are used by people who find themselves in medicine to be able to make decisions. Don't forget, all developed countries base their development on what? Data. Unlike in our part of the world where we do not make any good use of data, most of the data that is being collected are not even authentic. We can't make any significant decision based on the data that is being gathered. But these developed countries do not joke with their information at all. They do not joke with their data. Last time I was reading a report about Canada, and you realize that in 2023, a lot of people have been deported. A lot of people have been deported from Canada. Why? Because they have lost their status. Some of them, they're supposed to maybe return to their home countries, but they are living illegally in the country. So those people have been fished out and deported to their home countries. And based on the data that I have seen on Statistics Canada, they were saying that in a day, about 26 people are deported. Have you seen that? Now, they have also gathered data on housing. They have gathered data on skills that are needed. Even, the video I made about Australia, those skills, highly demand skills that they need in Australia for the next 5 years are based on what? Data. So if you are somebody who has education in this sector, my brother or sister, Charlie, I'm telling you that your skills are needed. That skill can earn you good income, good paycheck. Don't wait. You get that? Now, the other type of skills that are transferable, this will shock a lot of you. The other type of skills that are transferable is people who have skills in driving. If you are a driver, let me tell you that your skills are actually transferable. But I don't want to just say that you are a driver who can be referred to as a roadside driver. People who are roadside drivers are people who do not have any particular form of education, people who are not elite. People whose skills are actually transferable are people who have any form of education, at least a senior high school education, so that at least you'll be able to use your senior high school certificate to apply to a college over here. Then that will earn you the opportunity to enter the country. Once you enter the country, then you will be able to do what? One, you sit for your G1 license. The G1 license exam is a knowledge test that it talks about all the road sign. It talks about the fines. It talks about the things that the regulations of the road. You sit for that exam, then you jump the G2 and write the G exam. See, drivers make a lot of money here. You remember, I think a week ago, I was going somewhere and I took this in Uber, and I was having a discussion with the Uber driver. He was telling me that in a week he makes a minimum of 2,000 in a week. 2,000 this in Canadian dollars in a week. I met one Nigerian lady who is also a Uber driver here. She told me that, hey, my guy, I'm making a lot of money. So you see that once you come here, you have your license in Ghana. If you bring your international license here, that license can actually just last for just 3 months. Within 3 months, you should be able to sit for G1. Then you, because of your experience, if you have a license for minimum of 2 years, then you jab the G2 and write the G. See that? Now, another type or category of skills under driving that will really pay you crazy salary is people who are truck drivers. You see those long haul, those people who drive those yam cars from Tamale to Accra, those big long vehicles. Those are called truck drivers. In Ghana, I think people who have license F drive those cars. Those people are called truck drivers over here. And those are, you have DZ and AZ drivers also. Charlie, if you come and you can demonstrate that you can drive that car, Charlie, you can drive such trucks. I'm telling you. My landlord actually is a truck driver. He drives from Canada to Mexico. He drives from Canada to US, Canada to Germany. He even, because of this, a company over here even brought him to Africa. He stayed in South Africa. He told me that he even drove from South Africa to Tanzania. He was on the road for 9 days. Charlie, such skills pay. You see that? Charlie, don't delay at all. Use the opportunity. Just use your certificate. Apply to school and come. Enter the country. Now, another important skills that if you are having, you should be happy about is those who have technical skills. Not people who didn't attend senior high school. They've learned masonry. They are masons. They are carpenters. No, have a minimum of secondary education. You should be able to write your NAP test, or you have written your senior high school certificate, and you are a carpenter. Charlie, carpentry is a big deal over here. You are somebody you did building construction in senior high school. You are mason. Charlie, that skills is big deal. You have completed technical school or senior high school. You are an electrician. That is a big deal over here. You've completed senior high school. You are a painter. That is a big deal over here. So you see that now you are somebody who has completed senior high school and you have set up your barbering shop. You are a barber. I'm telling you, today I went to have my haircut. You see this? I've been telling you I've been having my haircut $40, $35. Do you know what happened today? If this guy, Frederick is watching this video, he should comment under the video. He will explain more to you. We went to part of Toronto last time, and we've seen a big poster have a haircut $16. I say, hey Charlie, we've gotten a place, so haircut is $16. I say, wow, that's good. So we have gotten a place. We only take a train from my place. We'll go and have the haircut and come back. Today I went to a place. I've also seen somebody saying they are having a haircut of $15. I quickly called this is Frederick. I said, Charlie, I've gotten another place of $15. We are so happy. I went to just sit down. I sat today. They just have the haircut for me, and they say, oh, madam, my beer. They say, oh, the beer, $10. I said, how? They say, yeah, the beer alone. See, the way they've shaved my beard today, $10. Only beer. You see, Pando in Ghana, my haircut they pay 10 Ghana cedis. 10 Ghana cedis. That like $1 for a year. That is my haircut. So me, every 2 weeks I have a haircut. Shaping my beard alone, $10. You are a barber that you can do proper barbering. You come here, Masa, Charlie, see, you pay tax, and the tax is not part of their charge. Or if they are charging $30, if you want to give them cash, it's $30. You want to use your credit card or your whatsoever card to pay, then they charge you tax attached. You go pay the tax too differently. Charlie, yeah, technical skills, Charlie, that be one thing. Now, another important skills that is transferable is people who are engineers. You are a software engineer. You are application developer. You are maybe robotic engineer. You are a mining engineer. You are a civil engineer. You are a mechanical engineer. You are all the engineers, and you have certificate to prove. Charlie, the money you go make, they go figure say be ritual. The money you make, they will think that it is Sikadro. They will think that it is Sakawa. They will pay you correct income. They will pay you over minimum wage. Over them. See, I'm telling you, you are a software engineer. Somebody who is a software engineer. You are somebody who is able to develop applications. What are you talking about? I'm telling you, you are somebody who is a computer programmer. You are somebody who can write code. You are somebody who can do decoding. Oh my goodness. My goodness. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? These are the people they want here. You get that right? These are the people they want. Don't delay at all, my brother or sister. Just hurry up. Use education to enter the country. Then these opportunities will be glaring at you. These opportunities will open their doors for you. They open the door, the window, then everything. Then you have the chance to what? Use that as an opportunity and make a lot of money. You see that? That is it. Now, another important skill that I want to talk about is people who have skills in the business field. You have education, you have your MBA, you have education in finance, you have education in accounting, you have education in this particular skill. It's also in finance, in business. See, here there are individuals who are running businesses that have these people that advise them. You see that? They advise them on how to manage their monies, how to run their things. So getting job is so easy, it's so simple. There are people who even help you about advise you on taxes, on how to do investment. See, because they make a lot of money here. So you see that you therefore not have a special skill in this area and be wasting somewhere. You have education in this area and you are just being unemployed at home. No, don't go and even pay any bribe to anybody so that you can be employed in any sector and be paid 1,000 or 25,000 naira or something safer. Use that money, apply to any university, any college, and just come here. Going to make a lot of money. You see, the last but not the least, transferable skills I want to talk about is people who have the skills in teaching. If you have a skill in teaching, then you need to quickly sit up and relocate. Your relocation may not necessarily be about coming to Canada. But if you are an exceptional teacher, you are a teacher who is able to up your game. You are not just an ordinary teacher. You are a teacher who has been able to develop yourself. You are a teacher who has at least develop above the minimum standard of teachers needed in perhaps Canada, perhaps in UK, perhaps in US. If you have developed yourself to that standard or above that standard, then your skills are transferable. You see the big vacancy I posted about teaching. You see the money they are paying. The minimum is $2,000 to $4,000. That is what the entry level. So you see, just imagine you are being a teacher working in that particular organization for 5 years. Going to pay you crazy salary over there. But how can you be an exceptional leader? Exceptional teacher should be a type of teacher who will be able to what? Meet a lot of requirements. Do you have your certificate in teaching English as a foreign language? Do you have your TOEFL? Those are things that will really prove to potential employers that this person actually has an upper hand over English language. So you should be able to have those certificates, teaching English as a foreign country, teaching English as a foreign language, and having a certificate in TOEFL. You can even sit for IELTS academics. When you present all these things and you have a very rich CV, what are you talking about? And you need to also up your games in terms of the teaching methodology, an upper hand over using technology in teaching, or you can fuse technology in teaching. My brother, or my sister, you're going to make a lot of money. Do you know a lot of teachers, a lot of English teachers are needed in Italy? You know that? A lot of teachers are needed over there. All countries that do not speak English, now they are making English a compulsory subject in their country. You are somebody who has an education you have a background in mathematics. If you have a background in mathematics, it is so simple, it is easy for you to be, for you to upgrade and even become a data analyst. You see that? So you have education in science, as a teacher. A lot of countries need teachers who have a background in science, background in mathematics. Canada actually needs a lot of teachers over here. But you need to up your game. I have actually taken you through the processes that you need to go through to be able to teach over here. So you see that you therefore not waste time. I'm telling you this morning, if you find yourself in Africa, I'm telling you this morning that your skills are actually very relevant. Don't waste yourself. Time waits for no man. Don't waste yourself. You got to sit up. Sit up, my brother or sister. Time waits for no man. Time waits for no man. We are aging. This is the time. This is the time. If you discuss what I'm telling you with somebody, most of them would discourage you, especially your friends who doesn't want you to become better. They're going to tell you, oh, Charlie, we are better here, we are doing well here. What do you want to go and do in Canada? What do you want to go and do in US? What do you want to go and do in Australia? See, these are dream killers. So I always tell you, don't even discuss this thing with anybody. Discuss it with somebody who will believe in your dreams. And boom, put it into action. 2024 should be an action year. A year where a lot of people should be able to move from their home country. Unless, of course, you are okay. Unless, of course, you are well established. So be it. Be there. All of us cannot relocate. But if you know you are somebody who doesn't have enough money, you are somebody who is struggling to feed your family, you are somebody who is struggling to get your 3 square meal, what are you waiting for? You only need to take an action. You only need to take the first step, and God is going to make it possible for you. You know something? Your kids are there. Your kids, your children are there. You need to give them good education. Your family is there. Maybe you are that particular person who's supposed to make it to liberate that family from poverty. Somebody's destiny is attached to yours. Somebody's success is linked to you. So you need to break the chain. You need to be able to do well. You need to be able to make money to have a positive impact in another person. The way to rise is in Canada. You see that? Do well and take the move quickly. God bless you. I'm so grateful. If you find any of the this information that I have shared, if you think they are relevant, why not share the link? Share the link to other people to have access to it. Like this video, share it for people to have access to it. There is somebody who has these skills and doesn't even know how to even move from his or her home country. The person wish to just move, but the person doesn't know how to do it. The person wish to move, but there is somebody who says you take 90,000 Ghana cedis, 70,000 Ghana cedis, 50,000 Ghana cedis. The person cannot afford it. You know something? You're going to be that destiny helper in the life of that person in case you share this video and he or she has access to it. See, that is how the life works. That is how God has structured this life, so that when you come across anything that you think is good, you share it with other people. Share this video for it to reach people who know that their skills are so important, who know that there are countries in the world which needs their skills to be able to do well. You get that? God bless you. Enjoy the rest of your morning. Peace.